Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
Who do you see leading the NDC?
Oh, that's something I'm relishing. I'm enjoying it. I'm really.
Who do you see? Any front runners? Any names?
You know, it's going to history. It might just repeat itself all the time. The contest is going to be between the government and the party. Whenever the government and the party compete, the party usually wins. I think Adom-Otchere has done enough to take the lead in the NDC race. I see he's going to get a run for his money. People have been pushing case Ato Forson. But the problem with Ato Forson is that whilst Ato Forson's image, and that's the danger about politics. You see, politics and football are about the same. But politics is more complicated. In football, your fortunes are with you. You determine how your fortunes play out as a football team or a football player. You determine it. It's up to you, entirely up to you. In politics, it is both up to you and up to circumstance. The atmosphere can change for you without you having done anything wrong. That's politics, very, very serious. That kind of situation affects usually certain key appointment holders, particularly finance minister. So as a finance minister, your fortunes is not determined by just your work, especially if you're an African finance minister. Ken Ofori-Atta once wrote an article which we've all forgotten when COVID started. He wrote an article in the London Times and said, what will an African finance minister do? So Ato Forson can have applause in 2025 and can end up in 2027 down as the most unpopular minister, not because he's done anything wrong, but when you're a finance minister, that's how it is all over the world. It happens to
a lot of global factors can affect
everything. Even if you're a UK finance minister, things can affect you. So the Ato Forson challenge against Adom-Otchere might not be sustainable. Adom-Otchere is going on. He doesn't have anything really to judge him, apart from recently what he said. He must guard his speech and be careful. But Ato Forson might not survive that situation, depending on what happens around. Tomorrow, petrol prices go up, kerosene goes up, and people are going to blame the finance minister. He hasn't done anything wrong. When people were celebrating Ato Forson that he's been... I went to the office one day, the boys came to me and said, I have some NDC people in my team. And they said, boss, Ato Forson is the best finance minister in the year. World Bank. The World Bank says so.
Okay, World Bank says so.
And I told them that, go and check. 2017, World Bank said the same thing about Ofori-Atta.
Yeah.
They said, boss, are you sure? I said, in 2018 too. So don't worry. You know, finance minister, you are at the mercy of the wind.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very difficult to carry a finance minister's image into the primaries and win. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think that I get the sense that the center of the NDC is beginning to look at Ato Forson as a successor more than Johnson Adom-Otchere. But I think Adom-Otchere is going to win. Now, the other problem, which is why the NDC, the NPP may have a glimmer of hope, doesn't mean anything, but it may have a small glimmer of hope, is that if you look at the political history in Ghana and America, since 1988, that far, no candidate, no party, ruling party has changed a candidate and won. 1988 was the last time. It was Ronald Reagan who was the president. George Bush was the vice president. The vice president became the candidate, and he won a one-term in 1988. Yeah. Since then, America, one of the best presidents America never had is Clinton's vice president. He's called Al Gore.
Yeah.
Everyone was rooting for Al Gore.
Al Gore, yeah.
But Al Gore was one of the examples that shows that it's really difficult for a ruling party to change a candidate and win. That said, the NDC can take consolation in the fact that that situation happens in second term, not in first term. How will you call John Mahama? Is it a first term or is it a second term? The jury is out. So we don't know what's going to happen. But you hardly change a candidate and win. Akufo-Addo changed, NPP changed to Bawumia and lost. NPP changed to Akufo-Addo Kufuor and lost. Mahama won, but he was president before he won.
Yeah.
And Mahama lost again as a sitting president. That's another problem for the NDC. This is the first time, and I said it on a political program and I was challenged by Al-Hassan Suhini, but it's true. This is the first time the NDC is going through any contest. They've never done so. Never, ever done so. Presidential contest. And I say...
You mean internally?
Internally. They've never gone for a presidential contest. Rawlings was the leader. Then Mills became the leader without a contest. John Mahama became the leader without a contest.
There
was no contest.
Yeah, there was no contest.
If they are going to run a contest now to choose a flag bearer, this is the first in 35 years that the National Democratic Congress is going to choose a leader by a contest. So they will have to deal with it.
What do you say to those who think, who say, opine strongly that, look, it's about time Ghana had a female president and the vice president is in pole position to step up?
I've been saying to some of my MPP friends that I don't think that Ghanaians have had enough of the female vice president. So it might have to be one of the considerations the MPP makes, because it looks like they have not completely, they are not worried about another female vice president. That's the point I'm making. Ghanaians will not be worried about another female vice president. But what about now? Pokwa German has a good image. The problem, though, is that this is a party contest. What is the extent to which she's penetrated the NDC party? She has people like Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo, who is a great NDC person, and Alexander Segbefia, who are working for her. I don't know whether she's ready to run a campaign against Johnson Asiedu Nketia. Asiedu Nketia has the party completely sold up.
But are you sure Asiedu Nketia actually wants to run for president? Are you really sure?
Johnson Asiedu Nketia?
Yes.
Oh, yes, he's running. He's running and he believes he's won. He's not just running. He believes he's won. And he's going to present himself as president of Ghana for the NDC ticket. And that he's been campaigning, can't you see? I love it. I
can't say
I love it. I love what
I've just had him do a thank you tour here and there. I was with him in Ho about 2 weeks ago when the minister launched the Youth Development Fund in the Volta region. I think it's a brilliant idea. Congratulations to everybody who was there to make it happen. I didn't see him campaigning.
Okay, so he is going to do something novel, you see, because there are two things. When the parties go into these contests, the party chairman is always the sounding board. He is the referee. He's going to determine, you do this, you do that, you don't do this. So the party chairman really holds that role for the party. The other person who holds that role, so they hold a poll together to try and manage the party, is the chief of staff. So the chief of staff holds that poll on ministers and tries to get them to be on the straight and narrow and all of that. We're going to have a very interesting novel situation where the gatekeeper, which is the party chair, is himself running. And then you have the other gatekeeper, the chief of staff, who also seems to be running. With the chief of staff, I get the sense that a lot of young people are pushing him to run. So what's going to happen?
He's going to step down as party chairman, and the party would have to appoint a new chairman.
That's why I'm telling you.
To supervise the internal election?
That's what I'm telling you. I'm relishing it. What I think Asiedu Nketia is going to do, if I know a little bit about his intelligence brain, is that he's going to run as party chairman this year. He will win. Then he's going to set the rules for the presidential candidate thing for 2027. Then when the time comes, the rules will allow him to step down as party chairman. They have a first vice chairman who will become party chairman so that he will run. But by that time, he's oiled everything. That's why he started by saying that if you're a member of government, don't come into party position, because he was worried that government people are going to take party positions. And then when they sit around the party table at the national executive, he will be outnumbered. So he doesn't want government people to come in. And I'm enjoying this. I'm just enjoying everything that's going to happen. I can't wait. God give us life and let's see how these things turn out.
Does Asiedu Nketia play chess? Because he will be a very good
he's a very
player.
clever man. You know, Asiedu is one of those who has defined our politics in a way that we have not observed. He has come from the grassroots and he has made himself a grassroots person. He makes himself a funny person, but he's a very intelligent man. He's learned. He's learned a lot. He's a pupil teacher. He's a chartered. He's an accountant. He's been a bank manager. He's been everything. And he's quite wealthy too. People don't know that. So, you know, he's not a very easy person to defeat as far as the NDC is concerned. Those who are opposed to him, their point is, yes, he's popular within the NDC. But does the NDC alone win the presidency? You need to get the Ghanaian people, and they're asking, will the Ghanaian people endorse him as president? Well, I don't know. But that's where the question is.
Another name that's been in the mix is Haruna Iddrisu.
Iddrisu Haruna is a very frontal person, and he's one who believes in youth. And I'll tell you another story. Again, I think it's in the book. During this Decision 2000 program I was hosting, one day we finished a program and we were standing on the streets here at Joy FM conversing. It was myself, another person who is now a Court of Appeal judge, so I'll mention his name, lawyer Kwame Ekufu, Iddrisu Haruna. We're all from the same group at Legon at the time as student politicians. And Haruna announced to us that he's taking a decision to join the NDC. You know, as students politicians, we're all against the government. That's how it is. And then we're all like, how can you join this? But you know, those days, Rawlings was president, NDC was not that attractive to young people as it may have been today. Then Haruna said, listen, all of you, we are all Ghanaians. You people stay in NPP. Let me go to NDC. And then together we can build this thing together.
Interesting.
I respected him that day.
Interesting.
Right here on the streets at Joy, late in the night, like conversation among small boys.
Interesting.
He said, no, I want to join the NDC. So let me join. So do you know what happened? In 2004, he called me and said that, he called me earlier and said that he had won the primaries in Tamale, South. So he was going to run against Mustafa Iddrisu. Mustafa Iddrisu was a darling boy of President Kufuor as a deputy foreign minister. City FM had just started. I got permission from City FM to send some of my people to Tamale to go and campaign for Haruna Iddrisu. So I went to Tamale and I did a town hall meeting and told the young people that they should vote for Haruna Iddrisu, the NDC candidate.
You, the NPP person?
Yeah, so when I came down, Uncle Nick, who was the boss of City FM, he called me and said, hey, buddy, what are you going to do in Tamale? President Kufuor is not happy with you. He's not happy with you at all. What happened? I said, oh, we went there and we held a forum. He said, what forum? For who? Haruna Iddrisu was there? I said, yeah. He said, you got to go and see the president and talk to him. He's very angry with you. So Iddrisu had taken it very badly. He was not happy with it, and I can understand. Yeah. I think I saw President Kufuor and then he just did that, you. But that's the relationship, you know. That I respect Haruna Iddrisu. I think that he will make a good president. I see also, however, that he's having problems in asserting his role as a presidential candidate, something like that. He seems to be backing the vice president from what he said publicly. And so there seems to be a ticket created like this. Jena Nopokwa-Agyeman, number 1, Haruna Iddrisu, number 2.
So that's one.
Then there's Julius Debra, number 1, and John Jinapor, number 2.
Okay.
The John Jinapor, number 2, also faced with Ato Forson, number 1, John Jinapor, number 2. Asiedu Nketiah's ticket was originally Asiedu Nketiah, number 1, Alban Bagbin, number 2. Right. I am hearing that is changing.
To who?
Because to a much younger person, much younger person, either male or female from the Volta region is what I hear that Asiedu people are looking at, which is very interesting. So we are going to have a very interesting time. So if Asiedu goes with, say, a Zaneto Rollins, very interesting tickets.
When you mentioned Volta region, me, I saw Jifa Gobashi.
I don't know how old Jifa is, but Asiedu is looking for very young, 42 type of thing. Yeah, I don't think Asiedu will go with him, though. But yes, that kind of person. Okudzeto Ablakwa is also on the running mate list for Jena Nopokwa-Agyeman. Right. You know, Okudzeto Ablakwa may probably be closer to Jena Nopokwa-Agyeman than Haruna Iddrisu is. But Iddrisu is very powerful. And those who are pushing the Jena Nopokwa-Agyeman ticket are confident that Iddrisu can sew up the northern region for them. And he can. If Haruna Iddrisu campaigns in the north for Jena, he's likely to win it. So that then draws the marks in a certain way. Because John Mahama also has a strong holding in the north, and I'm guessing people who like John Mahama may not like Asiedu Nketiah. So if Iddrisu Haruna pushes the button, he takes the north away from Asiedu in a very big way. Asiedu will consolidate the middle. He will take the Bono East and all of that. Among NDC people, I think Asiedu can get Ashanti. 2 nights ago, after midnight, I was in a conversation with a very important NDC person who's outside the country. Now, he was telling me that they have made a decision that because the NPP have selected Muhammadu Bawumia, the NDC must have an Ashanti candidate. And I said, oh, that's interesting. Is it you? He laughed and said, well, I mean, I'll tell you, he's outside the country. He laughed and said, look, this is where we are going. Because what we need, if the Ashantis decide that they have forgiven NPP and they are voting for them again, and they vote 70%, 78% NPP, the election is over.
It's over.
So what we need to do as NDC is to stick in a huge Ashanti candidate.
And split.
Yeah, that can secure Ashanti's 35%. For then we fight for the rest. Yeah. This Asiedu Nketiah is not going to work because you guys have gone for Bawumia. He was telling me, you guys have gone for Bawumia. And he said the conversation in Kumasi is changing. I was in Kumasi on Saturday. I'll be going there again this Saturday. I went around to talk to people. It's like,
were you in Ejisu?
I'll be going to Ejisu. I was in Ejisu on Saturday.
There are rumors you want to go to Parliament.
Oh, yes. They are not rumors. They've been there forever, since 2008.
So you want to go to
my
Parliament?
Relationship. I'd always intended to get better into the politics after I've served my journalism term. I believe that I'm getting to the end of having put out the book. I'll do another book after 25 years. I think that I'm getting to the end of my journalism term. And
you want to be president someday?
Oh, I don't know about people wanting to be president. That's a job that goes to only one person. One of my role models is, I hope people forgive me for saying this, but people don't like him, Boris Johnson. He's one of my role models. I really like him.
Myself, I'm shocked.
I really like Boris Johnson. You see, because Boris Johnson has made himself that kind of person that you always underestimate. And then he gets it done. So that's why I like him. He makes himself like a maverick. And he was a newspaper editor. He was once asked, do you want to be prime minister? I said, no, I don't want to be. When you read his book, he says that in preparing for the interview, he had told himself that question will be answered as a no. He was editor of the Mirror. Then he became a member of parliament, gave up his American citizenship, and he became one of Britain's greatest prime ministers. Yes. So, yes, once you do political journalism, yes, politics is the conclusion. Once you do political law, politics is the conclusion. Once you do political medicine, politics is the conclusion. Dr. Kwame Ado. If you do political arts, like you are doing, if you're political arts, politics is the conclusion, you find yourself in parliament. So yes, for me as a political journalist, politics is always the conclusion of the matter.
055157.
Oh, you're going to ask me to call me.
No. WhatsApp messages. Usually. No. We're not calling in. We don't do that.
I'm happy to receive calls though. No problem.
No. If we start, we'll leave you at midnight. When they start calling, we'll leave you at midnight. No, but I'm enjoying the conversation. So, given the state, I mean, the narration that we've had from both the NDC and NPP, what do you think are the NPP's chances in 2028?
Oh,
genuine opinion.
The NPP is coming from behind. I mean, if you lost an election, you get 41%. You're coming from behind. Your party is dissipated.
People. Was it 41%?
Eventually, it was. Yes. People like to say it's 38, but the actual results came up to 41.
All right.
People feel that governments must be given 2 terms, and so the NPP is coming against a hill. It's not unsurmountable, but it's very complicated. The good thing for the NPP is that they've elected somebody who fits the bill. Mahama Dubaomi, I think, fits the bill. And he has to find a way to pull the party together. He needs support from everyone. And I feel, I mean, that's a modest feeling, and I was saying it on television recently, that if you ask Ghanaians that what did Rawlings do, or what did Mills do, or what did Kufuor do, what did John Mahama do, every president did something. Every president.
Everybody does.
I was reading the comments on my social media page today when I answered the question about when you ask these people, you might struggle to remember what they did.
Yeah.
But if I ask you what did Kufuor do, you say NHIS, you won't struggle. If I ask you what did Akufo-Addo do, you say free SHS, you won't struggle. If I ask you what did Rawlings do, you're going to struggle. Somebody wrote to me and said that Rawlings did rural electrification, but Mills did some too. Yeah. The same thing called, the same rural electrification Mills did. Roads, the same roads Mills did. But you are talking about a president who put something out that was not there before he came.
Yeah.
And you find that with MPP. You
Rawlings
find
gave
that
us
with
the National Theatre too.
Oh, the building of the National Theatre, that's an infrastructure.
Yeah, well...
But you find everybody... John Mahama did infrastructure.
If you mention Rawlings, what do I remember? I remember that because it benefits me directly.
That's the point I'm making.
Yes.
So you will say something Rawlings that benefits you directly.
Yes.
But the thing Kufuor did, it benefits every Ghanaian.
Yes.
The thing Akufo-Addo, it benefits every Ghanaian. That's why every Ghanaian can remember. I mean... If I'm a sports person, I'll say Akufo-Addo built Astro Test for us.
Exactly.
But that doesn't benefit my mother, who is a market
Hold
seller.
on. You said they should call, so they started calling.
Okay.
Who do we have? Hello?
He's gone.
James, are you there? Oh, James has run away. This one says, good evening. This says, good evening, Ghana. Good evening, GQ. And good evening, Uncle Paul Adom-Otchere. This is one fine gentleman. His command of the English language is impeccable, and that is a good product of the multimedia brand. Kudos to him. His English, yeah, he from what, Presec, eh?
Oh, no, I don't even think that my English is good. But I'll give the credit to Ghana Broadcasting Corporation.
GBC.
When I was young, my father would let me listen to Everyday English.
Yeah. Everyday English,
yeah.
I remember.
Later on, when I met Cornelia Amoa, the GBC newsreader, she told me that she used to read that script. And I also worked with I can't remember his name now. It's Choice FM. It'll come. It's a fancy man. He used to do How Are You Doing Africa?
No. I remember Everyday English. I remember names like Tina Moses.
Yes, so I used to watch children. So I thought the Bema Camp, the only thing we had was television.
Yes,
black and white TV in those.
The only foreign thing we were watching was it Udna or whatever.
Oh, you thought that was foreign? Okay, it's African.
Yes, I know. I mean, that was the only foreign thing on our TV.
Well, there was Oral Roberts on Sundays.
And there was Old Fox on Saturday.
Yes, Old Fox. Yes. And Derek. I didn't know you were that old, though.
I'm in 1981. So
okay. So you are in the circle,
Yeah, around there, Yeah.
Old Fox and Derek were great.
Yes, Derek. Seidu. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Seidu,
Yeah. Hello.
Good. Speak to Paul.
Okay. Should I speak Hausa or the English?
No, Paul doesn't understand Hausa. The Hausa will be with you and me, but you can do English for Paul.
Okay. I joined the conversation later. Then when they were talking about flag bearers for 2028.
You want to be a flag bearer?
No. I want to talk about someone who should be the flag bearer for NDC.
Who?
Who should be the flag bearer for the NDC?
Go ahead, tell us.
Yes, sir. He's saying because of the Ashanti succession, they've chosen the Umia, so they should choose an Ashanti as flag bearer. The obvious candidate I see is Mr. Ketia.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, let's see who else we have on the line. Hello? Yellow. Okay, that's gone. He says he sees Mr. Asiedu Nketia. I like the way he puts it, Mr. Asiedu Nketia. And I like the man. I said, Mercury, who, as soon as he stepped in the auditorium, we called him, was going on stage. No, you get up, no, you do so. Oh, General go kill person. I'm loving this conversation. This one says, I'm enjoying the convo between George Quay and Paul Adom-Otchere. GQ can interview anyone and it can be interesting. Oh, Kukudia Prempe, thank you very much. Let's talk to Makafui. Makafui.
Yeah, about your study, thanks for having me on the show.
Oh,
F1.
F1.
Hello, good evening.
F1.
My phone. Yes, you can talk to Paul.
Yes, say hi, Paul. I like him every. So on Tuesday, Thursday, Metro TV, in Ghana.
Yeah.
And I don't party, but I listen and I'm not. So hi to you, Paul.
Thank you, Makafui. Thank you, Makafui. Paul, we're going to be going.
Yes.
So just before we leave, I mean, where did you say we can get a book?
From the University of Ghana Bookshop and EPP Bookshops.
From the University of Ghana Bookshop?
Yes, and EPP.
If I went there and I went to buy this book, what do you think I would find most interesting in this book?
For you, as George Quay, you might find the account of the opening ceremony of the African Cup of Nations,
right,
which was done by Gordon Cote.
Right.
I think you might find that interesting.
Right. That I'll find very, very interesting. That's for sure. That I'll love that. Definitely love that. But Charlie, congratulations, you're doing great. I mean, it's always a delight to watch you. I love to watch your show because it's you're very animated.
Sometimes.
I
apologize.
Most times you're very animated. And you know the way he does the statistics. And you know, look at this man. Look at this. This is you, Paul Adom-Otchere. Paul Adom-Otchere. I knew Paul Adom-Otchere when he was, and you know, when he was at the GFA, Paul Adom-Otchere was, this is the statistics. How can you do that over here? And then you come and that's you.
Thank you very much.
If you had the opportunity to correct any misconception about you, which would it be?
That's interesting. Any opportunity to correct a misconception?
Yes.
That's because I'm Asante Kotoko. I don't like Hearts of Folk people. I like them.
Oh, that's what people think?
People will think that because you're Asante Kotoko, you don't like Hearts of Folk people.
I am actually a phobia.
I like Hearts of Folk people.
Yeah, I mean, not that I might.
But I'm desperate to see the day where television can pay a lot of money so that the young people who are 17, 18, they can live like how the American young people will live in their day when they are 30. That people can do a TV show and earn so much money from it because we have a system that pays them. That's really what I want to see.
The only way it will work is when TV owners realize that we are production partners.
Yeah.
And they begin to partner production houses.
They only do that when you are earning money, when they know you can leave them, and earn your own money.
Yeah.
Because right now you can leave them and earn your own money on TikTok.
Yes, exactly.
They don't control your TikTok.
They don't control.
So you can work at Joy FM and give your story to TikTok.
Get there. That is where TV needs
Sam George is the solution. He has to be the solution.
Well,
yeah, I hope so.
George, we're hoping to get him here someday.
I hope he's thinking about it.
Yes, I'm sure he'll join us here someday. Charlie Paul, thank you very, very much.
It's a pleasure.
People have said we are closing, but I promise the man will not go beyond 10.
We'll come again. Another Wednesday. I
promise the man will not go beyond 10 o'clock. You know. So we wish you well. I pray you get to Parliament. I think Ghana needs brains like yours in Parliament. And hopefully I may join you someday.
Fantastic. I like that. I like the sound of that.
Yes, hopefully. I mean, we're seeing A+ and we're there. And Shatawale also wants to come.
Yeah.
And Samini is also very interested.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Samini is also very interested.
Yeah.
You know,
Stoneboy. Stoneboy too. I see. So people have seen that Parliament that chamber must work.
And when we get there, that is when everybody is going to realize that aside gold, oil, cocoa, diamond, all those minerals we have, probably our biggest resource would be the arts.
The arts. You know what Kwame Nkrumah used to do? The Ghana Concert Party.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Why is it that when our president is traveling,
yes,
he doesn't go with one musician?
I don't know.
Why can't we perform I Told You So to English people if our president has a state visit?
I don't know.
We should do that. Kwame Nkrumah was doing that. Lord Bobco and co were traveling with him.
A Nigerian that came to watch our play, The Gods Are Not to Blame, said, look, if he were in Ghanaian government, this play would tour the world.
We should be able to do that.
And it would be a shame for Nigerians to watch Ghanaians, because he said he had seen it in Nigeria, growing up and all of those things. He had seen it so many times. He knew the play, but he had never seen it done so well. So
people will be worried that if we do the play abroad, the cast may not come back, but that's okay. The cast, if the cast they don't come back, we'll create a new cast. We'll create, over 2 years, we'll have 4,000 of our people in Broadway, and they will come and build houses at East Legon Hills. They'll come and build houses at Kaswa. So there's no problem with that. I mean, I'm saying that because when we have these meetings, say, oh, if you take them, they don't come back. But they are talented people. Yeah. So if they don't come back, we set a new talent, we take them, they don't come back, another new talent, we take them. By the time we see, we have so many people here.
Oh, thank you very much.
Some have succeeded, some didn't succeed. Vibe FM didn't succeed. Maybe somebody lost money, but they sacrificed because they're Ghanaians. So it's important for us to understand that when we develop business entrepreneurs, like people like you, or you guys are a taxi driver, and all the things that you do, we need to find a way to use some of the gold and the diamond to support that. It's not just for them. It will blow up and everybody will get something out of it. There's always a cataclysmic effect when you spread that.
A friend of mine said, look, Ghana, we're just 33 million, and we have so much wealth that every single Ghanaian can become a millionaire if we have a government that is willing to actually invest in the people and give back to the people. Every single Ghanaian can become a millionaire because we have so much. You believe this?
Oh, I believe it. We have a long way to get there. But I certainly believe that how we can convert our resources to developing our people. And that's why I was 100% for free SHS. I mean, I heard people say that if you can pay and all of that. No, I don't agree with that. If you can pay, there was a fund that was set up by the government that you can pay money into. I sincerely hope that that policy will succeed. Because I've been to secondary school and I've seen people who struggle to pay their fees, who have become surgeons and great engineers in America. And I remember how they struggled to pay their fees. That if they didn't pay their fees, this boy we celebrate today, and all of them have gone brain drain, they're all in America. This boy we celebrate today as a great scientist with NASA, who we all knew from PRESEC, he wouldn't have made it. So free SHS is an important policy. I can't understand how any politician would be against such a policy, but it's okay. I mean, there's not a forum to discuss that.
Kel Charcoal toothpaste. Do you remember not too long ago our parents used to brush our teeth with, what do they call that thing? I've forgotten. That pounded, peduncle of plantain. They call it Adom-Otchere or something like that, mixed with charcoal. Now, charcoal has essential medicinal properties that help remove toxins from our bodies. The natural absorptive property of charcoal helps to remove the bacteria that produces bad breath in the mouth, and it's giving you a very, very beautiful fresh breath. Now, Kel Charcoal, the devil is a liar. Kel Charcoal toothpaste has been formulated and produced under strict hygienic condition with all the necessary production protocols and has been approved by the FDA. Now, constant use of Kel Charcoal toothpaste gives you, the following. Let me mention them. First, it reduces dental plaque. It makes the gum healthy and strong. It prevents cavity. Now, Kel Charcoal toothpaste is recommended for adults and children from 6 years and above. Kel Charcoal toothpaste for white teeth and fresh breath all day long. This is another quality product from Samara Company Limited. You may want to call them on 0246 864 798 or that's 0501 454 462. Kel Charcoal toothpaste, happy smile. We're having a great convo right here with the man Paul Adom-Otchere, host of Good Evening Ghana and author of this book that I have here, Africa's New Constitutional Leadership, 77 Stories That Defined Ghana's Fourth Republic. Paul, which of these 77 stories is your favorite?
I've been asked that question a few times by people who have read the book. I don't know, but, I don't know. All are good stories.
All are good stories.
The stories are actually more than 77. but we just use the title 77 because it's not a tongue twister. It's easy to say. So there are few. We thought we were. In fact, when we started, we didn't know that I would get 77 stories. Then we crossed.
Oh, okay.
You know, because the young people I was working with would tell me that, boss, this is your stories, 3 stories in one. Let's separate it, break it up. And then we do that.
Solid. So the book is out on the market?
It's been out. And the University of Ghana Bookshop, they ran out. We send them some. EPP also has it.
How much is one?
For students, it's 200 CDs. For non-students, it's 400.
This big book, only 200?
Oh, because I want to share the information. I want to share the information. And again, you see, I write a book like this. I have to print it. It costs a lot of money. Yeah. I call a Ghanaian businessman, say, if I've written a book, I want the young people to read it. How many will you buy? And people say, okay, how much are you selling it? I say, I'm selling for, okay, I'll buy 20.
Oh, nice.
I'll buy 50. I'll buy 60. That's.
Bakri, how many you go buy?
Bakri, that's one. Oh. Thank you.
Yeah. You were invited by the OSP some time back.
Yes.
What was it about?
They were concerned about some revenue assurance contract at the airport. And at the airport, we had an engagement with a company to assure us of the revenue that the airport was getting, whether it was legitimate or not. The company came up with an idea that they could increase the revenue for us by placing some checks and balances on the people who were collecting the revenue for us. And we engaged with them, and we left before the details happened. The OSP was investigating a company called SML, and they had observed that the SML company had a relationship with a company that we had given or purported to give a contract to. And they assumed that there was some fishy deal in the matter. I don't speak much about it because they apparently they are still investigating.
Oh, interesting.
So we're waiting for them.
So you were invited, you just answered your questions and...
I was detained, as you may know.
Yes, I heard that too.
Yeah, because they wanted a bail condition I couldn't satisfy. Eventually, it was satisfied, so...
What kind of place were you detained in? How was the place?
Oh, you get detained in the cells at the BNI.
How's the place like? Describe
it's a cell. You go, there are other people there. Then you go and hang out with them, talk to them, chat with them. And they'll ask you why are you here. You ask them why they are here. And you talk. If you are a talkative like me and you want a story, you can talk to them. I got a few stories which I'll release much later, not anytime soon, because I engaged them, spoke to everybody there.
Interesting. So it's like, is it like the Nima police station cell? You know, the kind of cell where you have your toilet right there, you know, you have beds.
You have mattresses. It's a bit more decent than that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And we were told that it's a bit more decent than that when they were taking us there.
You know, they were feeding you, okay?
I didn't get the opportunity. I think I had breakfast, and then at lunchtime we were told that we should get out. So 3 of us. So we went there in the evening at 7. We had eaten already. So breakfast we had, and then about 11 o'clock we left.
Were you maltreated in any way?
No,
anybody tried
to they don't do that. They just put you in a cell and wait for instructions. But you don't know what's happening outside the world. So if you are coming from the life I'm coming from, you can be very concerned. For the few hours you are there, you don't have your phone, you don't have anything.
Not even a book?
You can read a book as I did, but they will have to check what is in the book, because according to their rules, if it's a book that is going to get you to commit suicide, then they won't let you read it. So they have to see the content. And mine was just a normal political book. So.
Wow. So there's not even a TV there, nothing?
No, you are not supposed to, because you are thought to have been in the middle of doing something wrong. So you are not as free as you should be, until you are asked to get out of the cell.
So you also have to take off your shirt and stuff?
Yeah, you take off everything, and they have some gown they'll give you to wear. And you take off your... It's not that complicated if you are confident that you've done nothing wrong and you know that you'll be released soon because you've done nothing wrong. But it can get complicated if you, for instance, you don't have legal representation. Some of the people I spoke to, they have come there, they don't even know all together what they've done. Wow. They were standing somewhere and an arrest was conducted and they were arrested. And they don't know anybody, and that can be very telling. Yeah, there are people. There were people there like that.
So what, like a case of being in the bad place?
Oh, so when I got out, I spoke to some lawyers that I can't mention their name, of course, and told them that, Charlie, this is the guys they're going to see. 2 of them, I think, have gotten out since. That can be telling. I mean, if there was some suggestion that if people are brought to detention center, the people who brought them there within 1 week, they should either. The detention center should either release them, or the people should come and say something, because they were telling us sometimes they bring the people here and they forget. So they either come from OSP or they've come from Yoko, or Yoko has brought some 5 people. Yoko hasn't come back to the detention center. That the 5 people, bro, where are they? 4 months, they haven't come back. The people at the detention center don't know what to do. These guys came here, the guys asked them, they say, your bosses haven't said anything, so we don't know. That's a problem. That's a problem. But if you have good legal representation and you are confident of this and that, you should be okay. But the problem is, people get there, they don't even know why they are there. They are nobodies, nobody. They don't know anybody. They don't know any lawyer. They were going to buy, the guy told me he was going to buy tea. And then they say, hey, arrest. And they arrested some people and they say, you two, I say, he's part of what? then they took him
to buy tea.
Yeah.
They just carry
but you're going to buy tea. So you happen to be there when the arrest is being conducted on some guy. And they arrest the guy and they arrest other people.
So wait, if they come here purposely for, say, Mekrikwi, they can arrest all of us?
No,
I don't get it.
Not just that. So they are looking for some fraud guy or something.
Right.
The fraud guy buys check at East Legon.
So they
every
are not sure
midnight.
exactly.
Yeah, so
when they get there,
they waylay him. And this fraud guy comes with forecasts. And some are sitting at the back of the car. They are, that kind of thing. The movement they do, the we feeling. So they waylay them. The security waylay them. They see the guy has arrived. They say that is him. But they sort of arrest all the
everybody
people with the intention to go and look at it. But if they're looking at it after they arrest and send you guys there and they get another assignment and they are going to somewhere, they have another assignment, they are going somewhere, then
I have a similar experience.
Right.
Back in Legon at the University of Ghana, one night a policeman stopped me and took me to the Legon police station. When he took me, the lights were off. There were no lights, So he just told me to sit down. And I sat. Mercury, I don't even know when the guy left. I had been sitting there for like 20, 30 minutes. And then, people were coming in. There was some lantern, something, It was, there's around 2003, And then the lights came on. And when the lights came on, one of the people said, hey, I was in a hands where. I was the guy was nowhere there.
Just like that.
Wow. Yeah, just like. So if they had put me behind bars in the counter, that's how. That's serious.
Yes, it is. It is.
That really is serious. I mean, they just threw you. They don't catch you before Mercury.
It's not their fault. They get onto another assignment.
Yeah. So they just move on. Anyway, I promise you will not go past 10.
Yes,
so
please.
I'm going to try to be bringing this conversation to a close. We have about 2 years to go for another election. I mean, you followed politics for a while. What, 2 years, right?
2 years. 2 years and a bit more than that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you followed politics for a while. Everybody knows who's going to be representing the New Patriotic Party.
Yeah.
If you were to advise Dr. Bawumia on who you think a running mate should be, what kind of quality, what kind of person would you look for? Do you have someone in mind? Maybe aside yourself.
Because I think that I'm going to be a bit more interested in the campaign of Dr. Bawumia than I had been before in 2024's elections. I don't want to publicly speak about the decisions that he should be making. I think that he has a wonderful opportunity to unite the party. The first step is that he's been elected. There's a wonderful opportunity to unite the party. He sits in the best position to do that. He has enough time before the next election. He has run the campaign before in 2024. He knows what went wrong. And he, better than anyone else, can correct these things. I have absolute confidence in him that he knows what he's doing. And I'm sure that Ghanaians will get the opportunity to taste of his leadership very, very soon, hopefully in 2028.
PENDREAM TV. Now, so far, so good. Say, open online portal, Ghana. Nipa share, Nipa follow, Nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.